Okay, everybody, hello, welcome back to another Command & Conquer 3 King's Wrath video. Today, I'm going to be covering some games from this quick 2v2 tournament that happened on Command Post, and yeah, there's not really much to say about it. It was kind of it was just a quickly put up thing, and people joined, so I thought, oh, let's get some games from it. So, we are on Arizona Sunshine, I believe the map is called, and we have, obviously, 4 players in these few games that I'm going to be casting. 2 teams made up in this set. We have Lumos playing as a red Traveler 59, and he's gone the basic eco build with harvesters and stuff, and I think he's already put out disintegrators. We'll come back to them in a minute, as you can see on the right side there. We do have a Cyan Pennywise going to be playing as a Zocom, I believe. Yeah, Zocom, because of the rockets on the harvesters. Green on the bottom left is going to be Bikerush, and he's going to be playing as a green Marked of Cain. And we have DuneTiger going to be assaulted by the descents from Lumos, and he is going to be playing as a normal orange Nod. So yeah, basically these are all very good players, and I thought I'd just do a few casts of these games, because I am itching to get some more CNC replays in. Yet again, I've remembered how good they are, how good they have been, and how entertaining they are to cast and stuff like that. So it's all good. Yeah, I mean, I just did it because I wanted to. Let's just be real here. Anyway, yes, loads of harvesters. Bikerush signaling that he's going to go an eco build, so he needs his ally to protect all the harvesters. But then again, so is his opponent, so his ally. It's a 2v2. There is also a buzzer coming from Lumos, can be passing in front of the war factory. Bike is going to be engaging this Pitbull here, but the Pitbull from Pennywise is going to be eliminating that Bike from Bikerush. I mean, he's living up to his name here, except it's not really a rush, but he does produce bikes, so, you know, it's a 50-50 thing. Pennywise moving down to the Tiberium Spike in the expansion here, obviously, as you can see, 3 Tiberium fields in this area, and a blue tip in the middle. A lot of resources here. Bit of a skirmish in the center of the map between Pennywise and Bikerush. The buggy's getting crushed, and so are the bikes as well. Pennywise slowly winning out over that battle, although Bikerush will be quickly like swelling up his forces a bit with the assistance of DuneTiger and his Scorpion tanks. The Pitbull's getting powered down by the Marked of Cain from Bikerush. Very, very useful unit early on in the game. Marked of Cain always been very powerful in the early game. And yeah, we've got some Seekers also coming down from Lumos, and he's going to be trying to get rid of those bikes. The Awakened just about gets killed, but unfortunately there aren't as many units as Lumos would like, so they has to pull back from the middle of the map. We've got an assault of bikes and Scorpion tanks pushing those units back very, very considerably. And a lot of open space in this area as well. Pennywise passing through the Tiberium over there. He's probably going to be trying to keep tabs on Bikerush. No, the Pitbull's going straight into the base, trying to go for the Harvester harassment. And the Awakens there does, in fact, stop their advances. Loads and loads of bike buggies trying to surround these Pitbulls, and doing very well at killing them as well. Bikerush building up to the expansion there. We've got Lumos coming down from his base. He's going to be trying to assault their expansion, but there are loads of Scorpion tanks around, and there are a few buggies as well. So so DuneTiger will be quick to defend that little outpost. Yeah, Bikerush going quite a bit of eco here. DuneTiger, meanwhile, doing the same, but he has got tier 2, so he's probably... Well, he's not probably, but there is a chance he might go Fling Tank. It would be definitely interesting to see that. Loads of descents getting trained there, probably in the response to the Scorpion tanks here, and as you can see, they're getting pushed back again from the towards the middle of the map and past there as well. Descents really making good work with those tanks, and the Seekers are going to be providing support for the infantry units. So the Raider buggies from DuneTiger and from Bikerush, they're not going to be as effective. Loads and loads of descents getting made there. We've got a push coming from Lumos. He's going to be going down to the expansion next to Pennywise in his double refinery and double war factory. Pitbulls are going to be patrolling the outskirts of the base here, and they're going to be paired up with the Seekers from Lumos. Bikerush is going to be assembling his units near the war factory. We've got an Awakened squad there, so he does have the ability to slow down the units, EMP them, to have an easier time of defending the base. Tier 3 coming up for DuneTiger, and Bikerush has just built his as well, so avatars will be coming out quite shortly. The Seekers trying to pick off some units here will be getting damaged themselves, quite a few of them on low health. Got some infantry squads in the top left, going to be from those are scouts, I think, from DuneTiger, probably trying to scout for any more descent attacks. since that was what Lumos did in the first few minutes of the game. But Traveler, yes, I have to talk about Traveler for a bit. Traveler always being the OP faction, and yes, we do have some. What was it? That was a one-click. Oh dear. Yes, tip vein detonation, always been horrible to deal with. Massive damage done to the economy of Bikerush. But yes, as I was saying, Traveler 59 may or may not do a massive amount of damage here. They've always been a particularly overpowered faction for Scrin for the entire game. But then again, you know, so long as the team of DuneTiger, the Team Nod, I would say, if Team Nod can shut down the Traveler 59 faction that Lumos is playing, then that wouldn't be so much of a problem. I think that's, you know, it is on everybody's minds, but it's not so powerful that it'll just, like, quickly go up the ranks and get the high tech really quickly. But it is definitely a worry, especially if they go onto the late game. I think that's what Pennywise and Lumos really needs to do. If they can hold the game off and get that tier 3 out, make the game go on for a long time, that is going to be a good chance that the team on the right will win. But who knows? I mean, like, the Nod players of Bikerush and DuneTiger are making a lot of ground forces. Obviously, the Scorpion tanks having lasers attached to them, so we do have that upgrade active at the moment. Ooh, tip vein detonation on the middle of the map, on the blue field, taking down quite a few Seekers, actually, and almost killing a couple of Harvesters as well. We've got Descendants rapidly moving up to the top of the map. They're going to be trying to defend the tech structure that all these units are eyeing up right now. We've got the Mechapede coming out as well. Oh, we've got a not a stasis field, but it's like a time bubble coming down there. Got to be slowing those units down dramatically, giving those ground units from Lumos a little more time to try and get there. We do have the Mechapedes coming and finishing off these buggies with the EMP upgrade, not really having much of a chance to get it between those Mechapedes and let one off. So yeah, they can't do that. Oh yes. Yes, Pennywise coming in with the AP ammo, APCs and Pitbulls and Predator tanks. Very strong combination. AP ammo does a ton of damage to basically everything, but Awakening's coming out from that Hand of Nod. He really needs to eliminate that. Lest they get the EMPs, very serious, big clumps of units going down. Now the Scorpion tanks are going to be coming in, finishing them off. Firepower quickly being diminished here. Still not eliminated that Hand of Nod. That would not take very much to get rid of that, especially seeing as Bikerush cannot rebuild that. Vapor Bomb coming down, doing a lot of damage to the units here. DuneTiger microing those tanks around very nicely. We've got DuneTiger trying to deal with these Mechapedes coming through the middle of the map, but they're going to be assisting the attack. Coming from Pennywise, so it's going to be the two of them down at Bikerush's base, trying to assault that war factory and the stealth tank and Avatar that are parked next to it. We've got DuneTiger scrambling, trying to defend, and it looks like this is going to be successful. Pennywise really not working very well with these diminished units. Like, that was a huge force that he built up, but I think if he took down that Hand of Nod quicker, he probably would have been saving a loads more units, and probably would have been more effective of an attack. Mechapedes going straight up and going around. DuneTiger quick to respond, going up to the expansion as well. A lot of endangered Harvesters in that area. Oh yes, Beacon coming down on the right. It seems that, wow, there's a cheeky stealth tank coming from Bikerush, going to be on the right, trying to snipe some Harvesters. I don't think he had much of a chance. The phase shift does happen, will be protecting those Harvesters, but he goes up to Pennywise, down at the bottom left. We do have a few Seekers trying to eliminate some Harvesters, and I think actually they all got pulled away, but I'm not sure. A couple of them do go down, but Seekers really not doing very much damage. It's Reaper 17 that they really come into effect, but Seekers are just bad overall. Scott Stealth Tank does actually snipe one of the Harvesters. Oh, Iron Column does go up, eliminates the Stealth Tank, but not quickly enough. Tripods coming out for Lumos. No Mastermind yet, or Prodigy as it is for Traveler 59. All the way down to the bottom right, we do have another Stealth Tank from Bikerush. He's going to be trying to get more of those Harvesters. And we've got the stealth detection of the Pitbulls coming in slowly. Is he going to avoid it? Yes, he is. The Pitbulls are going to get pulled away from that force, and this division is not going to have any Pitbulls. Wait, there is one. Oh, just on the very edge of vision. That's when it got torn down. Wow, Lumos making a very aggressive expansion to the middle of the map. That's quite dangerous. It's lucky that Bikerush is not able to actually get the units over there at the moment, but he has seen it. So DuneTiger is immediately going to make his way towards that area. If he can prevent that from setting down, that'll be great. Obviously, the buggies will also be damaging it mid-air. Tripods coming down from Lumos to protect that structure, but I don't think it's going to be enough. There's going to be a big onslaught of tanks coming from DuneTiger's way. But here we go, Mecha-Peds and more tripods coming down from over there. Pennywise building up a lot of tier 1 units, trying to get some forces on the battlefield in numbers. Avatars having to be pushed back with some Awakened on the front lines as well. DuneTiger really wanting to get their window in to try and sneak some units around the top and potentially get the tech units and everything. The tripods are going to be swarmed by these loads of Scorpion tanks, but here come the Mecha-Peds, will be assisting them. If not directly, but they'll be letting the opponent know that they're there. Redeemer comes out for Bikerush, is that? I think that's Bikerush's. I don't actually know. I can't even see it. Okay, that's DuneTiger's Redeemer coming out on their base there. Pennywise and Lumos going to be moving all the way up. That allows Bikerush to go with his 4 avatars and 2 Awakened, all to this little cluster of harvesters at the bottom there that will be endangered. But I don't think they know that yet. Rage Gem going off will be doing some damage to these forces here, unfortunately. But they won't be too big, although quite a big cluster of Scorpion tanks will be trying to zap some Mecha-Peds. Do get a couple of kills there. Tripods huddling around one of these storm columns, trying to make a front defense there. A few Mecha-Peds going down with Pennywise's tanks, trying to alleviate the damage a bit, but they won't be able to. Quite a bit of damage has already been done by Bikerush's avatars. A few tanks and a few harvesters as well. They need the tripod support. If Lumos is going to have a chance to try and defend this, he needs the tripod support. But they've all been allocated to the top. I'm trying to talk quickly here, and I'm really not succeeding. But yeah, they're making a push now. The Obelisk, the Spectres coming out. They're going to be dealing a massive amount of damage, but the Redeemer somehow actually gets no damage being put on him. That's due to the stealth, I think. The tripods just can't see it. But the tripods just pushing forward, trying to do as much damage as possible, really get the value out of them. I would have thought they would have gone up towards deal with the Spectres and the Warmech, but that indeed is a mistake. Let's go down towards the Conyard and the airfield. No place for the vertical bombers to land now. Oh dear, the tripods could actually do a huge amount of damage. They've already taken down the chem plant. Tier 2's down. I think they're going to get the Conyard as well. Wow, DuneTiger really suffering a lot. But at the same time, Bikerush is making quick work of Pennywise's base. Lumos can do very little in terms of defense. He's concentrating on this attack. He really needs to make sure these tripods actually are actually worth it, you know. Try and take down as many targets as possible. Redeemer from DuneTiger from the top is on its way, and I don't think he's able to circle back around and try and eliminate the Warmech. I think he's too spread thinly. He's not got enough units, he's not got enough firepower, and he's not got a stable income either, since some of the harvesters were killed from the attacks from Bikerush. And yeah, Bikerush is putting on quite a bit of pressure. He just needs to keep that on there. He's very close to completely obliterating both of these players. And this one move here will probably bring down the team on the right. I think Nod will probably be the victor in this game. Yeah, a couple of EMP tripods go down, waiting for Bikerush to take them. Bikerush has already taken one of them as well. There's another husk over there. Yeah, I think that's it for Lumos and Pennywise. That is a huge amount of resources that have been dumped into trying eliminating the Nod opponents on the other side of the map. But unfortunately, they did in fact fail. I mean, there's a few units coming from both Pennywise and Lumos, but I honestly doubt that's going to be enough. Although there is some small potential for them to come back because of Lumos training those air units. There's a lot of ground units on the field, but there's nothing that can shoot up. So potentially we might see a comeback, but it is unlikely. Although I'm always open to the changing battlefield. Obviously, we have a couple of tripods up in the north there, covering the ion column, but the Spectre's still shooting down on there. Obviously the tripod's not really able to get rid of these Spectres. DuneTiger, oh dear, DuneTiger actually decides, you know what, I'm going to let Bikerush handle this, because he knows what he's doing. And to be honest, this hasn't been the first time. Bikerush is like the best, I would say. So I'm pretty sure he'll be able to know how to put all these units to use. And besides, 2 different armies is going to open up a lot more possibilities in terms of attack and defense and stuff. But then again, 2v1, who knows? Right, yes, let's see if Lumos can hold out on his own. Which, to be honest, is going to be unlikely. We do have the screen forces of tripods, Scorpion tanks, and Redeemer going to be assaulting this little area at the same time, so I honestly doubt that Lumos is going to be able to contain this threat and keep his forces up here, to be honest. If there's too many tier units, there's too many forces in numbers as well, all Venoms are going to have some nice juicy targets to take down. Oh, they're just the Devastators are not going to have any protection. Oh dear. What a load of money down the drain, unfortunately. Wrong allocation of units. He's going to try and get rid of some more ground units, but unfortunately, everything's just happening too quickly. And across the board, he's going to be getting some kills, although Pennywise is going to make a bit of a move here. He's going to try and eliminate some of these structures here, but it's not really going to be worth it. Those laser Venoms are eventually going to chip away at those Scorpion Predator tanks, and they're going to be very, very useful here. Obviously, we've got the Chem Troopers slowing down the tanks, so it's going to make them harder. It's going to make it harder for those tanks to try and demolish the base. And that's quite a bit of a base that Bikerush has now that DuneTiger's out the game. But yeah, I think this is it. Lumos and Pennywise have been defeated. I mean, it's all from that move down here. That was instrumental because there weren't a lot of units around at the right side to defend against, like, from a few avatars on an MCV. But yeah, I mean, it was almost really good. It was almost really good. I mean, I'm not saying that Lumos didn't do any damage, because he did. He did a lot of damage. Like, DuneTiger couldn't have held out on his own. But yeah, I mean, that one move, I think down here, really, that's what did it. I think it really crushed the supply lines quite a bit, and that's what led that was a major part to what led them falling. Oh god. Oh dear, with my atrocious English, I think I've said all I need to say. I'm just going to proceed to the next game before I embarrass myself. Okay, second game between these two players. We are, in fact, on Tournament Shaft. And this is quite a beautiful little snowy map here, I have to say. And we are obviously back with the same 4 players. Going to be introducing at the bottom area of the map. Oh, another Synth Rush coming from Lumos. We'll get to that in a second. We have DuneTiger going to be playing. DuneTiger going to be playing as an orange marked of Cain. And in the bottom left, we have Bikerush. He's going to be playing as a green Steel Talons. Up at the top left, as his opponent is going to be Pennywise. He's also going to be he chose random, but he ended up with some blue Steel Talons. And on the right, as I just said, Lumos. Oh dear, confusing the names already. Lumos playing as a yellow Traveller 59. Again, chose random, oddly enough. So yeah, this is a lovely little map. I think this is about the size, maybe a teeny weeny bit smaller than last time. Wow, okay, we've got since they're going to be not dead, which is very surprising. But yeah, the map is a little smaller, so maybe it's going to be, I don't know, really. This has got clear lanes and stuff like that. I'm trying to say something here. I was trying to say that this is going to be a potentially more action-packed game because there's a lot less stuff. It's a lot clearer design and stuff like that. You know, you've got lanes here, up, down, very much like Brightwater Blue, and it's not like a mindless, like a completely empty map. You've got the directions because of the train and stuff like that. But yeah, Dissidents are staying alive for quite a while. But they will get killed at Bikerush's base. It does allow the opposite team to be scouting as well. And they have got a lot of information pertaining to the organized structures and units that both of these, that DuneTiger and Bikerush have. View Seekers are going to be coming down from Lumos, but they are in fact going to be regrouping. I think, yeah, a couple of them were already attacking. They need to regroup. In response to these Scorpion tanks coming out of the War Factory. 5 of them are there, 6 of them are there. The droid platform is going to be expanding to this little field right in the middle there, right next to the spawn point. Pennywise is going to be pushing down with Titans, which isn't too surprising because Titans are, again, extremely strong in the early game. But it's good that he's not coming up against DuneTiger because otherwise... Oh, never mind. The Awakened are still there. I mean, I should have expected that, but yeah, I was about to say, at least he's not going against DuneTiger, because otherwise that would have been really easy to deal with. And yes, as you can see, the missile squads and the Titan from Bikerush is going to be doing the damage, and the Awakened from DuneTiger is going to be killing the Titan. But yeah, we've got 3 more coming down the middle, along with an MCV push and an assist from Lumos. So this could actually be very interesting. We've got quite a few units here. DuneTiger really pushing those units towards the left side, rushing them over to try and protect his ally. We've got another blast of EMP coming from that awakened squad. Going to be freezing down a few of these Seekers here. And the Titans are going to be doing some damage, although I don't know what on. Yeah, they're on the garrison structure. No, you should be doing it on the barracks, my guy. They're only full of riflemen. Oh no. Oh, I think that's a little bit of a mistake, but I think, you know, he's a little tied up. I mean, he's got to concentrate on building stuff now that the MCV's moved up. He's going to try and take hold of that Tiberian field, but I don't think he's going to be taking that for long. Titans are going to be pushing up, but they're also going to be careful because of these tanks over here. Descents are going to be rapidly moving in. Oh, Hammerhead coming out to June. Is that DuneTiger? No, I think that is that Bikerush. I don't know whose that is actually. I think that's orange. That could be. Oh, yeah, it's Bikerush. That's Bikerush's Hammerhead. Fair enough. Wow, really sweeping up those descents there. Titans are going to be engaging with tanks on the ground level, but they are going to be dispatched in quite a few numbers. The watchtowers will be providing a little bit of damage on the assist as well. A few more Titans on Bikerush's side. He's going to be going down, but yeah, I don't think Pennywise will be able to keep this up much longer. He's really cut down. He's been cut down on the amount of Titans that he had quite considerably. Lumos is going to be trying to assist, but DuneTiger putting up an obelisk. Quite amazing. We've got an airfield being built by Bikerush and DuneTiger's base. Lumos is going to go for tier 2. He's probably going to try and get some more powerful units like some Devour tanks, I think Traveler 59 had Devour tanks, if I remember correctly. Oh yes, and the anti-air coming off there, trying to get rid of those Orcas. Nice few kills from those Seekers, but they're also trying to get to the Harvesters. Quite a few of them are going down towards the Harvesters. We do have some Fanatics. There's 1 kill. He may be able to get a couple more kills with those Seekers. The Titans from Pennywise are going to be going around the edge of the map. We're going to be trying to eliminate those Harvesters on Bikerush's side. Now the attack from Lumos is been diminished a bit, but it's still not over. We've also got the Sins trying to deal with that watchtower, but it seems that it was a bit divisive on whether to run them away or keep on attacking. We've got some Awakened that will be EMPing a couple of the vehicles by his own power plant, but I don't think that matters too much. He doesn't lose a power plant anyway. The rest of the vehicles are going to be retreating back into the base. Another attack coming here. Those are from the Orcas. A couple of AA batteries from Pennywise going to be defending the Harvesters there. Loads of Titans going to be coming from Bikerush. It's going to be nice defending the Titans from Pennywise. So at least this is like a nice mirror. MCV moving up to the tib field. He may even go so far as to put down a barracks and capture that MCV. Having 2 MCVs at once would be very useful. So Pennywise really needs to be on the ball here. And Bikerush going back a little bit, trying to avoid that lightning spike, but it's like, I'll just place it down anyway. Yeah, these Titans from Pennywise are going to be eliminated quite quickly, because there were just too few. And we've obviously got an obelisk coming from DuneTiger, will be really helping on that left side. Down here, a few of the Seekers having a bit of a skirmish. Awakened and Militant Rocket Squad chasing them. But yeah, both of these players really holding steadfast at the moment. Again, Lumos trying to attack with these Seekers, but clearly not doing anything because, you know, he's just got too little firepower and the Titans are just wrecking them. So he really needs to get some kind of plan together with his ally to really do some damage, and all the Harvesters retreating from the tib field, making it incredibly easy for Bikerush to nab that field. But the Descents come in swathes again, getting a couple of kills on these Titans here. Almost, yeah, 3 kills? Oh, he didn't actually get the other one either. That's a shame. I thought he would have been able to get it as they were dying, because that's only a tiny bit of health he really could have done with that extra kill, I think. But yeah, the Shredder turret's absolutely eliminating those disintegrators, and we've got some non-infantry in the tib trying to get rid of these structures as well. So Pennywise in a bit of a tight spot right now. I don't really know what he can do. I think Lumos is also busy with his own problems. I mean, he's got a lot of gunwalkers. I think he's trying to get these Awakened eliminated so he can get something else that's more powerful in. Obviously, we can see tripods coming in, so he's going for the classic gunwalker and tripod combination. The Synths are going to be trying to get some kills on these Harvesters, racking up some experience on these units, trying to be a bit efficient there. And they're doing okay, but yeah, Bikerush is really taking this left side, and Pennywise slowly being pushed out of his comfort zone here. Well, not even a comfort zone, his home. Funnily enough. Orcas coming from Bikerush as well. We'll be doing some damage over here. Quite a bit of damage, it seems, as well. And they'll be taken out very swiftly. Waken going to be around these structures. I think he's just going to be a little bit of a dick and capture them. But who knows? Because, like, Pennywise can just sell them off. I think, actually, that's it. Is that all Pennywise has? Yeah. Pennywise is already dead. Pennywise is already dead. No War Factory, no Conyard. That's a bit of a shame. I think the other one just got sold or something. But here comes the Behemoths on the front line. He's going to be slowly depleting those structures. I don't know why you take your time with this sort of stuff. I mean, you could just go and kill them. You're not that far from your base in case it gets attacked. But Lumos on the prowl, going to be coming from the right side. Titans already on the response here. We've got a bubble going up there. The Harvester is going to be eliminated. Gunwalkers really need to be awake for these Orcas that are going to come down, or are going to try and come down on these tripods. I don't think they're really going to get a chance because of those Behemoths are bearing down on them, funnily enough. But yeah, it looks like quite a swift victory for DuneTiger and Bikerush yet again. Really efficient plays here, and also Bikerush just had so many more Titans than Pennywise had. Otherwise, they probably would have still been fighting on the left side, I would think. Considering that they were at the similar stage, but Bikerush just had way more units. I think that was the only factor as far as I could see. But yeah, Pennywise all on his own. It really won't be long before he's eliminated, but he isn't going to go out without a bang. So he's going to be getting more Gunwalkers and more tripods to do like a penultimate assault or something. It comes an Awakened, going to be used for scouting. It does get dispatched rather quickly. Storm columns around the tip fields here will be quickly eliminating those Orcas with the help of the Gunwalkers. And then Gravity Stabilizer goes up as well. And yeah, Pennywise is done for, so no need to think about him. Would have thought that he would have quit or something, because that refinery could have been useful, but then again, no Harvester, so I don't know. It was just an instant thought. DuneTiger going to be receiving a full-on attack right to the front of the base. Not particularly the best, but I don't really see what else he can do, because Lumos is stuck for options right now. Here come a couple of obelisks. This is going to do him in. This is going to be a huge loss for him. Obviously, the tripod's really doing a lot of damage, but the Gunwalkers are going to be killed off quite quickly, so it only needs, like, Bikerush just needs to rebuild those aircraft, and then he'll be able to get rid of these tripods here. But then again, he can just assault the base. Oh, Gren's around the back as well. We do have devastated warships going up, and loads of Titans bearing down on the side of the base there. I think that's going to be it for Lumos, which isn't too bad. I mean, like, because of all the Seekers he was putting out, I don't think he had much time to go for the tier 3. But it just shows that how ineffective, like, Seekers are. I think that they're like the worst anti-vehicle unit in the game, I would say. They're just so bad. They're not really that useful. But yeah, Tripod's gone, and Lumos is suffering a lot, and, well, you know, he's being kept alive at the mercy of the best player in the world. At least that's what I like to think. AA battery does go up for these couple of devastated warships, and that is going to be it for Lumos. So yeah, quite a decisive victory for Bikerush and DuneTiger. Very good matchup for both of them, and obviously they know each other very well, it seems. Really able to protect each other. Lumos and Pennywise were quite struggling, but it wouldn't have. I think both of these games, it really wouldn't have taken much for them for Pennywise and Lumos to have the upper hand, because it seems like they were rather close to tilting the balance in their favour, but they just couldn't quite get over that edge. Especially in the second game, it was really close. Especially with Lumos dealing that huge amount of damage to Bikerush's base. That was quite cool. Anyway, hope you have enjoyed this video. This is only for the 2 games because it is a best of 3 for this set, but I will be hopefully getting some more videos out for this tournament very shortly, and obviously I have the Tiberium Catalyst tournament to cover as well when more replays come in. I haven't forgotten about that. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.